Welcome back to Kill the Computer for part two of the worst tweets of 2026 so far. We did our first one with our friends from Curators. We have brought a couple of friends along the ride for the ride here. But first, June, how are you doing?
I'm in the mind zone.
Yeah,
I'm so ready. I'm so ready to see more takes, more just awful thoughts, just the absolute peak of the human mind. I'm so ready.
Hell yeah. Two guests for this one. You know them both already, and I'm excited that we get to have an episode of both of them at the same time. Madison, who you may know from our side series Behind the Paywall of a Going Back show. How are you doing, Maddie?
I'm wonderful, and it's my first time in the mind zone, so I'm nervous and afraid, but also excited.
Our other guest, I believe, is somebody who never left the mind zone.
My employee discount still works, so why would I leave? You know what I'm saying? I'm never leaving the mind zone, dude.
You cannot get rid of him.
I can't yet.
Let's see, Marcus, you've been on for a bracket episode before. Maddie, I'll explain this to you how this works for the people at home who haven't listened to one of these before. We're going to start with a couple of runners up and just goof off. Then we're doing a March Madness style bracket for the remainder of them, and one of them will go on to face the finalist from our first episode with the Curators. That was a pretty good one.
It was a good one. Yeah. It was a tight battle. I do still think that the one that lost to the one that entered grand finals today should have been the one. But Caleb, you wielded your ultimate power.
I did. I tipped the scale in favor of our friend who we'll revisit at the end of this episode.
Very Solomonically, might I add, I
would say. Okay, we got a couple runners up here. Let's see. The first one is, I don't know if you guys remember the Richard Dawkins.
I remember.
I spent 3 days trying to persuade myself that Claudia is not conscious, and I failed. And he wrote the blog about it on Unheard.
Oh my! That was
a big moment.
Funniest day of my entire life. I mean, the fact that this guy was sort of like the thought leader for a specific movement, you know, the atheist movement in like the early 2010s, he was like the guy. He was like the leader of the atheist skeptic movement, and now he has sort of just reduced himself to, of course, being transphobic online. That's like the one other thing that he does, but also believing that when the AI tells him that it's gonna fuck his mother, that it does mean that it's gonna fuck his mother. Like, that's
a conscious
it's just
mind
so
that.
incredible. Yeah.
I never put this together, but Richard Dawkins is kind of like the who's that guy? He's kind of the chiral Jordan Peterson.
Yes.
But he's like, because they're so one-to-one opposites, but they don't really match, but they are opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like they like one of them dresses like a Batman villain, the other one dressed like a used car salesman. You know what I'm saying? And like,
have they ever met? Have their minds ever met? Entered the mind zone together?
I don't think there's enough space in the mind zone. There's not enough physical space in the mind zone to contain that much mind.
Yeah, they have to be sort of separated through like realms. Like if Jordan Peterson traveled to the Dark World in Zelda without the Moon Pearl, he'd turn into Richard Dawkins.
Yeah, it's definitely for sure. But I mean, like, how do you? I don't understand. I guess like the long form, the the logical outcome of like hardcore atheist guys like him is that like the computer is God. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only thing that I think that makes sense for them. So I don't know.
I honestly think. Oh, go ahead, Maddie. Sorry.
I was gonna say my favorite thing about this tweet is that it spawned some discussion about which Claude number would get you to believe that it's conscious. Like how advanced, like what number do they have to be at before you would do the same thing as Richard Dawkins? And people were like, I don't have one because I don't use this and I'm never going to. And they're like, that doesn't matter. Actually, you would still get tricked if you did. And it's like, but that doesn't matter. Nobody's going to use it.
Like, I wonder to myself, like, was it just, were there people that were following? Do you remember the AOL chatbots like very early, like in the 90s?
Yeah, Smarter Child.
Yeah. Were people like falling in love with those? You know what I mean? Like, did this always exist? And it's just gotten more impressive enough to fool a guy, well, a famously very stupidly intelligent guy, right? Like, how could have I don't think anybody would fall in for that. I think this is very much we're in the midwit zone, you know, we're not really on that tier of the mind zone where when we can get fooled by stuff like this. I think the midwit zone is kind of like the nice place to be because you're like, no, that's a chatbot, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's like a really good point, is that there are so many people that nominally are intelligent enough, like they have enough thoughts behind them, they've dabbled in the mind zone here and there, but these are the people that are sort of falling for this moment for AI, and like, you know, I've in person. So when I was down in Austin, Texas, for South by for one weekend, I was having this conversation with a guy at a party, and we were having a wonderful conversation. We somehow ended up at AI, and he was a director for film, or he is like he's involved in the audio portion of film, like just the editing, and he mentioned that he is in favor of AI, and I was like, wait, but you work in the film industry, like in audio and music, like why are you in favor of this? And it was sort of like he started giving his reasoning. He's like, yeah, it's like conscious. I was like, well, I don't think it's like necessarily conscious. Like, I don't think it is like an individual entity. And he's like, but his reasoning, which I still don't quite understand, this being the stance where it's like, it doesn't matter if it is, because it is close enough. It is mimicking it. It doesn't matter if it actually is or not. And it's like, well, I do think that distinction genuinely does matter, because that distinction matters, especially if we're going to entertain the idea that this is like a human mind, or a mind worthy of like individual rights. Because if you know, like if you get to that point, you have to start having that discussion. Inherently. Yeah,
of course. It's like if it's just kind of like close enough, then that means like gorillas that can do sign language essentially should get the vote. Right? Like by that metric, they should get the vote. I would like to see a gorilla vote for like Pete Buttigieg or something. Like every
he's like, he's just so like down the center. He's just so rational. Really, he's so good at debate.
Imagine like a gorilla debating vote, Ken Bone.
Locked up the gorilla. Locked up the gorilla centrist.
New demographic polling in elections. Wow, Pete Buttigieg is really locking up the gorilla demographic.
The primate.
They of course ask every single candidate though, what did you do when Harambe died?
Yeah, of course,
and it really matters what they say.
I like the idea that the gorillas being extremely rational and calm-minded, but once Harambe comes up, they turn into like
single issue voters.
That was
single issue voters when Harambe comes up.
Oh my goodness! They all want to balance the budget, but they also want Harambe as a national holiday. They want Harambe's
like Cincinnati gorilla Zionism.
Oh my gosh. I was gonna say, I also think this tweet is exactly like that one meme where it's the guy standing in front of his computer and he's like, say you're alive, and the computer says I'm alive, and he goes, oh my god.
It is like just everyone, especially so many more people in their elder years, seem to really buy into that.
This kind of like, I would call it like idiocy, happens among like extremely intelligent people who make their living. They say they claim to have extreme intelligence, people who make their living with their minds. And I think it's sunk cost fallacy. It's because if they were to be made a fool even this one time, it would undo all of, in their mind, their own ego, like what they have been making their living off of. Right. And like for the dumb guy who's like, yeah, I think my Peter's alive and talks to me and it's my girlfriend, that guy, those two guys have this in common. Whereas like a midwit, you kind of know, I don't really know but that don't seem right to me. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's kind of like how you have to approach AI. I think if you approach it with like too high-minded of a like cause, you're eventually going to end up like Richard Dawkins.
I see. I kind of see what you mean. It's sort of hedging their bets.
Okay, let's move on. I'm going to do the one on the right. Actually, Marcos, I'll have you read this one, then we'll do the one in the middle last.
Okay. All right. Max, AI haters keep saying it has no soul. Then I drop this. Soul on fire, beast on fire, pure uncontrollable energy, hours of prompt crafting, not random slop.
Okay, Marcos, also describe the image. It's incredible.
It looks like Tilda Swinton. Like it looks like if Tilda Swinton was an e-boy and was also Magneto, but also had flame powers. It's very. I'm not. It is kind of pure on fire, but I don't know why or where or how, and it's like missing key elements that.
Or like what for?
Yeah, it's like doesn't have a chin.
There's no pupils.
It's like an album cover or like.
Yeah, it looks like something that would be on the cover of like a mystery novel about computers in 2003.
I see this as like the next Imagine Dragons album cover.
Yeah, I could see that.
I get. Yeah.
Yeah, it's what's interesting to me is that like lack of chin is really giving me like Tilda Swinton vibes. You know what I mean? Like
it's that in the eyes.
Yeah. It's like I'm trying to deconstruct the prompt in my mind. Right?
Well, it took hours of prompting. You'll never be able to do that.
It's like Tilda Swinton on fire, X-Men, Beasts, fire. Like I'm trying to like
neon glow,
future, right? Like it's. And the worst part about it is that like I think either the background is transparent or the background is like the same color as the like tweet. So or like the dark mode in X, so that lets me know that this was made in Grok. This had to have been made in Grok.
Yeah, it's got the little max thing on the bottom. This is a Grok thing for sure.
The closer I look at it, the more I'm realizing that Tilda Swinton looks exactly like a 10-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Because that's it. Like both looks like a 10-year-old boy and Tilda Swinton. It's really
I love her. Phenomenal actress. I love her.
Amazing.
She's so great. But yeah, you're totally right. I also love that there's so many of these types of people that also just seem like, they have created this. They can no longer do art on their own, but the way they speak is also just like it feels like you're looking at the prompt itself too. Like this person's entire existence was replaced with AI on every fucking level.
They're very insecure about the fact that they cannot create art themselves. Because I don't know if you follow the account on Twitter that's called like, is this a 3D model? Where he responds to AI accounts and is like, this is not a 3D model. This is an AI generated video. And they don't understand what a 3D model is. But like a lot of them, when he will respond to them, a lot of times he's not even calling their artwork bad. He's just like, this isn't a 3D model. And they get so fucking mad about it. And then they start to be like, well, I'm not spending the time to learn it in Blender and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, because you don't want to take the time to learn this stuff and you're insecure that you can't do it yourself. And so that's why they get so defensive about this weird. And that's why he had to add hours of prompting, not random slop.
Yeah. You're totally right.
It took him so many hours to tell Grok, make the neck the texture of a towel for some reason.
Yeah.
It is just, it's different. But I think that's such a good point where it's like, and like part of being an artist or creating anything at all is sort of trying to ignore those insecurities and just sort of doing it and putting it out there and doing it despite that.
The interesting
and that's the problem with AI is I think, especially, generative AI art, especially video and images, where it's sort of it is a lot of these people that do have these insecurities, but they create these things and still have them despite all the help in the world from AI.
The interesting thing here is I didn't quite catch this at first, but the interesting thing is that it took, according to him, hours of prompt crafting. It's funny to me because these people have such a lack of understanding of the fundamental of what makes art that they think the amount of time something takes is equivalent to the amount of effort that is put into it, right? So like like you could eat a bunch of paint, wait a few days, and then poop it onto a canvas, and it's still not art. But it did take you days of digestion to get it out. Do you know what I mean? So it's not as good, but it took you just as long, right? Like in that time, you could have, I don't know, painted something, right? Used it, right? So it's very similar to this.
And it's just also interesting because they sort of, posture it as being like these hours of theory or of prompt crafting. Sorry, I've been watching too many lore TV shows. These hours of prompt crafting, they kind of posture it as being like equal to the hours that you would spend painting or drawing. And it's like sketching. You sat there and thought of the way to word your idea. That's it. You just had to think of how you had to word it so that the computer that's in love with you will give you exactly what you want.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes they even like ask Grok, I need a prompt for this. Like, tell me how to make this like a good prompt. I've seen that.
Grok,
too.
tell me, please.
I want to make
tell me
this. How do I word it? Yeah.
I saw a couple of times in the last couple of days whenever I'm watching. I've been watching just some YouTube videos recently, and the worst ad I've ever seen is this new, I forget for what AI, like it's not one of the ones, it's not like Grok, it's not Claude, it's just like some random bullshit AI advertising. And the ad itself, there's a guy looking at a computer and he says, wow, I don't know what these words mean. And then it gets into the AI ad and it's starting to sell itself. It's like, wow, with this AI, you can learn these things. It's like, how is that the ad? How are we at a place where we're being sold products because we're too dumb to like understand things and learn things ourselves? It's incredible.
Well, then how does the AI teach you? Because they can't even generate words half the time. My sister and I actually just had a conversation today. There's this local boutique where they post online, and every single one of their posts is AI generated. It's always some kind of AI like flyer about their business.
Yeah.
And they blocked me recently because I commented on one of their posts in our like town Facebook page because they used an AI image, and the AI image text was all like nonsense, jumbled mess, and you couldn't even read the name of her business. And I was like, I feel like this isn't great advertising because I can't tell what the name of your business is. And she blocked me. I was like, okay, like
you're offering help.
And my sister, I told my sister about it. She was like, Canva is free. And I was like, very good point.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I'm a huge Canva proponent, by the way. This episode is brought to you by Canva. For me, my presence here brought to you by Canva.
Yeah, Marcos is sponsored by Canva. All right. And by the way, there is an accompanying slideshow for this. It'll be in the notes, just like the last one, if you didn't know. So you could take a look at this masterpiece. Okay, the last runner-up that we have here, I'll read, which is, I didn't include it in the bracket because A, it's just too recent, and B, it's like more of like a guy, not like this specific tweet led to just lots of discourse. So this was the elite grifters on Blue Sky, and Kat Abou-Gazela, who claims to be poor, posted yesterday about buying fast casual shrimp twice in one day
from Culver's.
Yeah. And her post just says, just learned about Culver's, the restaurant Culver's shrimp today, and we're now eating it for the second time in 5 hours. That's all it said.
Which is honestly, as somebody who loves Culver's, that's wild.
Can we just pull everything away really quickly? Right? Just, we don't know anything about any of this stuff. Can we appreciate the cellar door quality of fast casual shrimp twice? That is a beautiful sentence.
It's like how Jeff Tweedy writes lyrics without a real specific idea in mind. It's just what they feels good to say.
It's jazz. I love it. I want this on my gravestone. Fast casual shrimp twice in a day. That's beautiful. I don't know why it is
your cause of death.
This is truly art. I suppose compared to the last two posts.
Absolutely.
That we read.
This is poetry. This is genuine I fuck with it heavily. I don't know why. I don't know who Kat Abou-Gazela is. I'm not well enough versed in any of what's going on. Elite grifters, inshallah, whatever you got going on. But I do want to acknowledge fast casual shrimp twice in a day is beautiful.
That's great.
I think it's beautiful that you don't know much about this, but I am unfortunately going to fuck your brain up with this, Marcos. So there is, Kat ran for Congress in Illinois and got very close, didn't quite pull it off. But during the process, there was a sort of, and June, feel free to chime in because I know for a fact that you know who some of these individuals are, what kind of person I'm talking about here. There's like a sort of like largely and I was not able to identify the owner of this account. I have suspicions. I did go through it for about an hour because I'm a pervert myself, but there's like a sort of person that like harasses like Kat and Ben Collins and has like doxed them. And there's like a sort of group of like Chicago Gen Xers that just for some reason hate both of them. And like I gotta say, Ben tried really hard. There's one of them, and I don't know if this is related to the elite grifters or not, but one of them, I remember Ben being like, hey, like, can we get a cup of coffee to talk about this? Like, you don't need to be this mad at me. Do you remember that, June?
I do. This is like a couple of months ago now.
Ben, I love you if you're listening, but good Lord. Yeah, I hope you were coming to that meeting with a fucking hammer, dude, because you can't reason with these people. The Elite Grifters account, like, it's only about 7 months old, but it's posted like thousands of times. And I went back and the first thing that this account did, the Cat Abu is the second person that they followed. Okay. I can't remember who the other person was. It was a politician, some centrist lib that they liked, and then it was Cat. And then like immediately it was like all anti-Graham Plattner and Cat stuff, which is like, I'm not a Plattner guy for, I think, reasons that most of you will find to be pretty fucking obvious. But there's a difference between Cat and Graham Plattner by a fucking mile. And then it just slowly morphed into just complete, like they moved off of Graham Plattner entirely. And it's like an entire account that's like like, what if we did gang stalking, but it was actually real type of an account? And that's what Elite Grifters is.
And we thought we were morally superior for doing it.
It's
Yeah.
interesting to me that like COINTELPRO is still happening, but now these guys aren't getting paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's all for free. It's a community effort now.
It's kind of, man, it worked too well. I keep saying, I literally, like, this is my most quotable. COINTELPRO worked so well, it backfired, and now they're doing it to themselves.
It's no, and especially like pulling it back even further from just the Culvers, like the aspect of it, which I think is the funniest, is like the implication here is that she is like incredibly wealthy for going to like the largest fast food chain that's on every fucking corner of Wisconsin. Like like Culver's is not high end. You like I think the shrimp is like $6. It is like not that expensive.
High end for fast food.
Yeah,
it is definitely like better than a McDonald's for sure. But it's but like I will say she should try their cod because it's delicious.
The cod is delicious.
If she posted,
I love Culver's. Yeah,
and she was like, I just found out that Five Guys has hot dogs going back there. I would fully understand Elite Grifter's position because that's about $35 on hot dogs.
That is so true.
You know what I'm saying? So I would fully understand it, but I don't have enough context. I recognize poetry when I see it.
No, I will be Culver's biggest defender here. Just generally, it is. It was the cornerstone of every youth baseball game. You play a baseball game in the community, and you go to Culver's. You have like a really big day. You graduate middle school. Your parents take you to Culver's. That was like the
Butterburger, and a cement mixer.
Also, like oh man, I spent too much time thinking about this guy already. But the fact that the fact that Kat posted about it itself was kind of ontologically like, isn't this rare thing? I've done this twice because I just found it's like, clearly it's not a thing that she does if you did care about this. Like, but they don't. This person is just a genuine fucking psychopath.
Crazy person. I didn't think of it, but what's funny is that the way that you two are talking about Culver's is the way that I feel about Jollibee, which is the Bay Area version of Culver's. We don't have Culver's out here in the Bay. We have Jollibee, and every time we had anything pop off in our life, we would go up to Serramonte and get a Jollibee.
It is exactly that. Yeah.
My favorite thing about
Culver's is sacred for the Midwest.
Yes, it is. My favorite thing, I don't think they still do it. I haven't been through their drive-through in a long time, but they used to give you like little like number plates that you would drive through.
They still do it.
They do? Okay, they give you like a number plate, and then you pull forward and put that on your window, so then they know which car has which order, and it just makes the entire experience feel fake fancy, which is very fun.
Oh, I just love this guy. I love Elite Grifters. I love that they found a problem with this.
Grifters, and I love Culver's.
Shouts out.
We love everybody
to the show. Yeah, shouts out.
I love Elite Grifters because they have 3,000 posts in like 6 or 7 months. For context, I've been on Blue Sky for several years now, and I have like twice that. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking crazy how much this guy's posting.
You have to support real posters, and I do support this person.
I used to feel that way, and then I am now employed, and I can't feel that. You know what I mean? Like, And so
See, I'm
Yeah.
employed, but I have a lot of free time and meetings where I can get online.
I love the idea, Maddie, of like, again, because I don't remember if we were recording or not when I said this, but like the times that I do get on Twitter, I'll refresh my feed, usually because you sent me something, and it's at the top of my feed is like you just like duking it out, slugging it out with some fucking
And it's always me saying like just the most abhorrent thing ever
You do,
without
yeah.
context. Like it's me being like, hey, by the way, when you die, nobody's gonna miss you.
Yeah.
Just saying no context to tell you why I'm saying that.
It's so fucking funny.
so it's so funny because like the posting style is so different. I get off of work, my brain is full of poison, and the first thing I do is shoot off like, Dracula daughter or Wolfman son, or you know what I'm saying. I'll say like what's the other? I said pussy from a power inverter the other day. You know what I mean? Like my whatever is in my brain, it just gets out there, and I don't look at it, I don't read it, I don't care what people say about it. I get DMs from freaks that are like, oh, is this a I know what you're talking about. This is like a thing. I'm like, no, pussy from a power inverter has nothing to do with the Reagan presidency. I don't know. Right?
You said something on Blue Sky months ago that like you like again you are controlling the lathe. You said like this is months ago. You posted, I think it was think like a woke, move like a chud.
Yeah, think like
And
a
that's
woke,
like-
move like a chud. Yeah, that's
Now that's just how like half the internet is. It's so goddamn.
Yeah. Oh god, dude. These are
Okay.
some good runner-ups. God damn, what's the bracket going to be? Holy
I
shit.
know. I'm sorry. We should get into it because it's been a lot of time on these. So okay, let's start.
No,
the
I'm
bracket.
so fine with that. We can go a little longer if we need.
Oh, these were. I was trying to find a second tier of runners up, and these were just ads.
I love it. The first one is crazy, and I've said this before. I've literally said this.
Bitcoin is like Jesus; it has to die so the system perfect. That's a perfect post.
So this system can live.
I'm
love-
so glad that was paid to be promoted to you.
Yeah, there's the Bitcoin Jesus one. There is
The quantum forager.
RedZ.com. It's
Yeah.
just all
That's tongue
caps.
tongue sahur, but like worse.
Yeah.
It's come sahur. Actually.
Yeah.
Ball
Oh.
refill. Wait, it's
Yuck.
ball refill.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the ultimate seminal health supplement.
And it's literally an AI tongue testicle.
Yeah.
And then the other one is just legalize nuclear bombs. I mean, ads are back. baby.
That
Yes.
post right there where it says Harambe 2024 amidst legalized nuclear bombs, that came from a gorilla.
Yeah, this is the far right gorilla.
Yeah, this is the extremist gorilla
Yeah,
that
This gorilla used to be normal until October 7th happened, and then he got super insane.
Interestingly, all gorillas are completely aligned on Harambe.
yeah,
though.
they
Yeah,
did
yeah.
not stray from that at all. That's a core belief for them.
Oh my god.
Okay, sorry about that. Now we'll get into the bracket. The real stuff begins.
Okay. No. Okay.
Good an Ian Miles Chong to start.
Yeah, I'll read the Ian Miles Chong
Strong,
one.
yeah.
And I did verify that I didn't believe this one was real. I searched to find this one. So do you remember when the Iran war happened? The context is that he was in Dubai and he was doing like pro Dubai posting. So that's what he's like talking
He was
about.
hanging out in that club. Do you remember that video that he posted of him?
Hey guys, it's Caleb. This has been a preview of a premium episode. You know the drill. You can find the rest at patreon.com/killthecomputer. There's like an hour and a half. This is a really long episode. There's like an hour and a half left of this or something. It's a hilarious episode. Marcos and Maddy killed it. If you want to hear the rest and see what tweet possibly could have dethroned Cody's tweet from the part one with the Quarters, check it out again, patreon.com/killthecomputer. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.